Hi, I'm Armin. I'm responsible at UF Pro for product development, and I would like to introduce one of our latest and greatest products to you today, the Delta AcE Plus Gen 2 jacket. So let's start first with the material concept. In the intro, I told you already that the jacket is made for low temperatures. So insulation, thermal insulation is definitely important by the selection of the material. The second one is that, of course, when it's cold, it could be also wet. So the materials also have to be at least water repellent, if not waterproof. Start with the torso area. The torso area here, all this area is made of a soft shell material. Same thing on the back side. Sleeve areas are made out of the same material that we're using also for our Delta OL jackets. That means it's a polyester fabric, a polyester ripstop fabric, laminated together with a polyurethane membrane. Both the soft shell material and the polyester polyurethane material, they have a water column of, I would say, above 50,000 millimeters. The sides are lined towards the outside. They are lined with a nylon mesh material, and the main reason for that is to increase the abrasion resistance of the side areas. That means if you're wearing body armor, if you're rubbing a gunsling 100,000 times around your arms, if there is the straps of the rucksack which might be abrading these parts, then the mesh material's function is to protect it against rough surfaces of gear that is worn on top of the jacket. Let's turn inside towards the lining materials. It's an insulation jacket, so the lining materials are important because they are the components which give you the thermal insulation. Start with the sleeves. Inside the sleeves, between the lining and the outer face fabric, there is an 80 grams per square meter G-Loft. You know probably G-Loft, best thermal insulation material when it comes to synthetic thermal insulation materials. So it's 80 grams per square meters of G-Loft in the sleeve areas. Both sleeve areas. The inside of the soft shell material, you all know that a soft shell material is made of 3 layers. You have the outside fabric, you have a membrane which is sandwiched in between the outside fabric and the lining material, so 3 layers laminated together. The inside material, that is what is showing towards the body, is for temperature retention. So the inside material in this specific case is a polyester fleece which is brushed and gives you a pretty good thermal insulation. In order to increase the thermal insulation properties, especially in areas where it is important, we are using 2 more components. One is in the sleeve areas. In the sleeve areas, we have towards the body as a lining material, we have a merino wool material mixed with 37.5 polyester fibers made by Cocona Inc. So a merino polyester mixed material, which feels, of course, very nicely on the skin if you're wearing the jacket with short sleeves, for example. Also, in terms of thermal insulation, you all know merino wool is the best basis that you can use. The side areas underneath the mesh, they have various thicknesses of a microfleece material. So underneath this mesh material, there is a microfleece material. All over this part, it's 180 gram microfleece material because we want this part to be also very breathable because that is where heat builds up. And I told you in the intro that the Thermal insulation is of course important because you're wearing the jacket at low temperature, but very important is also that if you're highly physically active, then you want to get rid of the temperature that the body produces. So we have in this area, we have one layer of microfleece material underneath the nylon mesh. The microfleece material is, again, it's a combination of pure polyester fiber, and the other part is a polyester fiber also with 37.5 technology by Kokona Inc. In the kidney area, that's the lower area of the jacket, we doubled the fleece because that's a temperature sensitive area, and in that temperature sensitive area we want to have more thermal insulation, like of course in areas where we want to get rid of the temperature. Let me flip the jacket over for you because I want to show you something on the back which is also very important for the comfort of the jacket. So this component here, this is very important for the comfort of the jacket. Now if you're wearing a body armor, a backpack, whatever other tactical nylon gear or gear, then this area is where you experience the most sweating, the most heat buildup. And what we did is we incorporated underneath here an air pack, and I come to that a little bit later, but on top of that area we put, you could call it a window into the jacket, which allows the heat buildup, the moisture, whatever you want to get rid of, it could escape in this area. Because again, you know, I told you already, mesh material, underneath there is also a fleece. So here the same thing, mesh material underneath, just a fleece, no membrane, which could limit potential moisture, evaporation, heat that wants to escape. So this is the window where all the excess heat and moisture could get out of the system. Let me turn the jacket around again, because I would also like to show you the air packs. You remember here above, that's the window which I was showing you. There is the fleece underneath. This is the fleece area. And here we have the air pack. So the air pack, what it does, it creates a little bit of space. It's 8 millimeter thick, so that little space that it creates is enough so that air can circulate, which is very important, especially when you're heating up. When you're heating up because of your body armor, because of your rucksack, because of your physical activities. So you're heating up here in this area. At the same time, the spacer allows you to get some space where air can circulate and can transport all the moisture and hot air up to here. All of you know from physics lessons, mine was 40 years ago, that heat always goes upwards. It never goes downwards. So heat goes upwards, and above that area where you experience most of the heat buildup, you have the window which allows the heat to get out of the jacket. Same thing here in the shoulders. Also in the shoulders you experience a lot of condensation of moisture. But also if you're wearing a rucksack, weight stress, but also of course cold stress. And this is a nice side effect of these air packs. They are not just for reasons that we have a better air circulation, but as soon as we have air build up here, regardless whether it's circulating or not, this works at the same time like a thermal insulation. So the air packs allow air to circulate. Of course, they also distribute weight in a much better way than a normal jacket, and they add to the thermal insulation of the jacket. That's the material concept. So let's have a look at the functional elements. Start with the wrist warmers. You have this little window for your chronometer so that you can look on your watch without pulling the wrist warmers up. You can wear wrist warmers over your watch, watch goes through, and you can look and check what the time is. Lower sleeve pockets, upper sleeve pockets. The upper sleeve pockets with the retention, the little retention strap in order to grab it with your teeth, and easier opening of the zipper. The Velcro area on the sleeve pocket, we added another function, and that is you can put a pen in, you could put a smaller chem light into it, and of course you can put your patch on it. On the collar we have the possibility for adjustment. We have a front zipper with one slider. We have two side pockets, and by the way, they can be used at the same time also as ventilation pockets. As you see here, the lining of the pocket is again with a mesh material. When you have excessive heat buildup, they can also be used as additional ventilation openings. Of course, all the outside pockets are with drainage holes, so if there is a lot of water getting into the pocket out of whatever reason. The jacket has no inside pockets, so please don't use these pockets for putting something inside, because it will definitely fall out. And one more thing, the lower section of the sleeve area on the outside part is reinforced with Cordura, just in order to increase the durability of the jacket. So to summarize all that, you have with the Delta AcE Gen.2 jacket, you have a jacket which is meant for very low temperatures and a high level of activity, physical activity. It has a focus on compatibility with body armor, regardless if that is a chest rig, plate carrier, soft body armor, or whatever you're wearing on top of the vest. Therefore, the torso part is a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner. The sleeves are lined with G-Loft 80 gram per square meter thermal insulation. The whole jacket is in the torso area and in the sleeve area waterproof, except the seams. Seams are not waterproof, but it's soft shell materials based on EPTFE, and in the sleeves on a polyurethane membrane. There is a lot of functional elements which really support your duty. Let's start with the sleeves. You have integrated into the Velcros, you have a pen or chem light holder. You have that little retention strap for easier opening the top sleeve pocket. You have the look-through wrist warmer function. You have reinforced side and upper underarm area. We are using there a nylon mesh material. Towards the body side, you have either microfleece based on 37 by Cocona ink material, or in the sleeve area, you have merino, again, a mixture merino with the 37.5 Cocona material. All in all, a great jacket for low temperatures, high physical activities, and a high level of compatibility with the body armor.